Hey, what's up everyone? Jamie here. So just cleaned the car and thank God that that's over now because I was sweating bullets by the end of it. Obviously I had a little helper, Isabel, so bless her, thank you very much. And yeah, to today's vlog. So today's vlog is all about YouTube and our first experience of our first 3 months on YouTube. So yeah, here we go. To get to the point, we've got 10 subscribers now. Woohoo! Fantastic. Thank you to each and every single one of you for subscribing and choosing to stick around. And yeah, so I just want to talk about the journey, right? What we've experienced. We've got 3 tips for you, what we've learned over the last 3 months and what we've observed other YouTubers do, successful ones and still ones on the same journey as us at the very start. And yeah, so it might be good that you get a little bit perspective, understand how we're approaching it, that kind of stuff. It would be really good if you can comment and put any suggestions down yourself. Let's get straight to the point.
Look at Snow White eating rotten apples. Dirty bass that be coming at you. Roller coasters like a supernova. I'm the ringmaster, this my tabernacle. See you screaming, I'm like, what for? Oh, you pop? Yeah, I got popcorn. I been wake up on the wrong lawn, so we won't stop. It's a lost cause. Take a look through the peephole. Yo, everybody's getting geek, bro. Stop the hate and let them neeks know that we turn the club into a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club, yeah, we turn the club to a freak show.
Right, yeah, so straight to the point. So, first tip for the YouTube is planning, right? Now, it's easy said than done, right? But you've got to think about it like this. So, for example, there's different tiers of planning for the different types of activities you'd be doing around this channel, right? Or your YouTube channel. So, for example, when me and Sarah first decided we wanted to do a YouTube channel, what I'd class as planning was, at that point, at high level, was research. So understanding what type of YouTube channel you want to do, where you'd want to see it, what success looks like within a year's time, within 5 years' time. You know, so if it was a fitness channel, think big, right? So you're a fitness channel, you do loads of routines, you might in a few years' time want to release a fitness app. A few years after that, if you build your brand, it could be clothes, and a part of that as well could be end up owning your own gym, things like that, right? There's a fitness channel. Food, it could be from just doing recipes to doing reviews and things like that, right through to potentially owning your own products, your own brands, selling that. You know, think big. What would success look like? And then part of that high level planning is think about what tasks you would need to do to get to that point. And this is all high level stuff, right? So it's just making you aware that it's worth thinking about the long term, because when you do, you have that in mind with some of those decisions you make now. So for example, with our channel, originally we called it the Nichols Family, and you'll see in that some of the branding, because part of that research, we were still going in the journey before, you know, whilst we pressed go. And found out, we came to a very quick realisation that we didn't really want to be specifically a family channel, lifestyle channel. Have our reasons. In a nutshell, you know, I don't like the idea of recording my wife giving birth and things like that. I don't see the point. There's certain things you just want to share without having to record and that kind of stuff, and other reasons, but that's fine for people who do. It's not my business, it's fine, but it's just not something we were interested in. So instead we've gone for a different route, basically, with the Impulse Tribe, and set those long-term goals of where we think we'd want to be. So yeah, so there's the high-level planning. So tips are with planning is, what does success look like, and then identify the steps to take to get to that point, right? And give yourself successful criteria. So it could be small goals, for example, like to get the first 10 subscribers or the first 100 subscribers, but it could be bigger as well, you know what I mean? So at what point does it need to be before you'd start branching off into this and doing that? So, but food for thought anyway, planning. That's high level. So I said there was different iterations, right? So another version of that would be, depending on the activity, is actually planning the videos, getting into the fun. And so I've come, and just on that point, right, so I've come up with 3 tips or 3 lessons learned, 3 activities that we're doing, me and Sarah, we've come to learn on our YouTube journey of 3 months. But the theme throughout all of those is have fun, alright? So just a side note on that point, right? It's something I want to get in this video very early, is if you ain't having fun, there's no point bloody doing it, I'm telling you. So, but again, caveat, it can be stressful, don't get me wrong, but try and make it as fun as possible. So, back to the point, planning videos. So, we've used like the Kanban approach style, which is basically think about planning ahead 3 months. So come up with a plan, post-it note, put it on a big whiteboard in your planning room, your office, bedroom, wherever, in your notebook. Just plan videos at high level. There could be titles with a few themes, a few points that you want to point. So you can then, with 3 months in advance, right, and you can prioritise these, you can then start to see a roadmap of videos that you want to do. And then with that, part of that planning, you can identify some of the challenges or activities you would need to do those videos. Whether it's prepping for a location, whether it's flying a drone. At this part of the video, you need to be at that point, you know, so you can plan it within your day-to-day life activities anyway. So I recommend doing something like that approach for you, and have it visible. Put it on post-it notes so you can see it. And what the Kanban would look like is, think of it as a big whiteboard on the wall, right? And you have different categories, like, you know, so just put it in a marker pen, that kind of stuff, and it could be to be planned, in process, blockers and completed, something like that. So you can see from left to right on the board these post-it notes which represent your video, at what stage are they in, or you could put it into production, you know, post-production, editing, that kind of stuff to complete, or published on YouTube, that kind of stuff. Just think about your life stage of the process, your life cycle of your videos that you're planning, from prep through to doing, through to completion. It's definitely worth doing it, and then have a separate board with up to 3 months worth of videos potentially that you can start planning and getting into detail with that, because depending on your subject, you know, or what value you've, you know, your high end, you know, your overall roadmap vision, the genres of what your channel represents, you might have to do research into it. Even if you're a pro at it, you have to do refreshers. If you're a pro in your subject, you know, your subject area, you're a subject matter expert, when you come to do the video, you still need to research back into it, whether it's a refresher or something like that, whether it's back exercises, you know, or certain type of food. Everybody has to get back in the zone to do their art, their craft. So, and it involves research, staying on top, make sure the topic's relevant and things like that. So that's a really good tool to use to visualise. We use it and it is helping out. Definitely recommend it.
All alive. The devil's in the detail, lingered inside. Oh, a holy crime. But how can I hide you without an alibi? It's a lover's fight without an alibi. You took my innocence. I can't wait no longer and play with the monsters. Everything that brought me alive, going around like nonsense, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi.
Right, so to the second point, right, again, going to cut to the chase on this one. Because ironically makes sense to, it is all about doing the do, so get stuck in. So the first point is plan. At the end of the day, you know, you fail to prepare to fail, but you know, the point is that can be a blocker sometimes as well, and you just need to just go out there and learn. So we planned up to a point where we thought, well, we've got the minimal viable product, i.e. the camera, bit of a rough line plan, that kind of stuff. And it was to the point where we thought, well, yeah, let's just start doing and learn from mistakes. And before you know it, we did. So, you know, we learned that, for example, the time of day and shooting, things like that, understanding getting the location for these shots has to be right, the weather and things like that, you know. We didn't really think about those kind of things until we started doing it and then actually learning from experience. So that's my point with that one. You know, the thing is, right, people think that like failure is the opposite to success, and actually it's not. It's part of success, and the only way you're going to learn to fail and then thus succeed is by doing it. Another example would have been like with the camera settings as well. So you can learn it all in theory, which we did. I watched countless YouTube videos, funny enough, on how to use a Canon M50 and that kind of stuff. But until actually doing it, operating the thing and finding a reason to use the camera, I weren't really used to it, kind of things, and that's fine. But obviously, that's again to my point, that you need to do it, start filming, start getting experience, and it's cool. If you haven't found the complete product yet that you want to do, you know what I mean, the whole purpose of it, that's fine. Just get the experience, learn the skills, and then you're still getting something out of it. Sunday morning, time to hit the gym. Been going for the last 2 weeks now, and yeah, it's alright, you know. Pretty tiring, to be fair, but got a bit of a routine. Today probably be chest day, so say that's subject to my brother. He's coming with me today, so yeah, looking forward to having someone to help spot and things like that. She's always important when you're on that bench trying to push personal bests. But yeah, no, it's so cool, man. Enjoying it. So yeah, let's go make that change. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the Jack. Also known as the Black Country Tasmanian Devil. Cool, man. So just been to the gym, did a lot of chest, that kind of stuff. Done a few recordings as well. I think I've got to try and get used to recording in the gym, because I mean, it's still new for me, to be fair, anyway. So it's kind of like getting used to actually using some of the equipment, man. But that's why I've got and hired Jack to help me out, man, trying to get my form right and getting shoulders up, back in particularly, on doing bench press and that kind of stuff. But we managed to get a few shots, so that would be good. But that's something I think I want to expand on in the video, and that's the point. This is going back to my previous point. Point 2 is just doing it. So you can plan so much, but just doing it and just learn. You learn more from doing it than planning in the end. Or it's another insight. But this brings me on to my third point, which is ultimately review. And what I mean by that is when we started doing like videos and that kind of stuff is obviously you play it back and then you think, well actually, you know what, I'm not addressing the camera the right way, I'm not speaking about the topic the right way, and you use that insight and that, you know, that review of your footage to then feed back into making it better the next time round, and that can also influence your planning of your videos. But that pretty much wraps up those 3 points, to be fair. So I'm pretty knackered. I don't know about you, Jack, but I'm gonna go home and have some Sunday dinner, I think, and prep for the week ahead. Peace. Take care. Hey, what's up everyone? Hope you're all well. So if you've made it to the end of the video this far, thank you very much. Really do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this video on YouTube and the 3 points. Hope you find it really useful on your journey. And just on that point, to be fair, if you can let us know in the comments some of your suggestions, what's working really well for you if you're a new YouTuber finding some of the same challenges as us. Let us know some of the tips that you're using, you know, for the sake of community and sharing. So please do that in the comments and I'll definitely have a look. Yeah, so for us, please like and subscribe, click on the notifications so then you can follow us on the rest of our journey. It'd be really good. So yeah, until next time, stay cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up for another amazing banger by Lex Blazing Daddy Palm. Touchdown to Heathrow, DP and me bro. About to hit the club and turn the shit to a freak show. Look through the peephole, everybody geek, yo. Need to get girl with an extremely deep. See 6 midgets that be fighting, juggling. Maybe it's just me, cause my mind is